Good evening, everyone. This is Kellyanne from Divine Messages and the High Priestess Tarot. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. This is going to be a collective reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in the sign of Sagittarius. I'll be taking a look at your recent past, your present, and near future energies for you, and I'll also be looking at any obstacles or challenges that you are currently working through. I'll be asking Spirit for advice and messages to help you along on your soul's journey as well. I've already pre-shuffled with your energy so that we can get started. Remember, Sagittarians, that if this reading does not resonate with you for some reason, please be sure to take a look at your moon sign, which is your emotions, as well as your Venus and your rising signs, because you might find some information there that can be helpful to you at this time. Okay, so let's get started. By the way, I'm using the Witches Tarot tonight for your reading, and I'll be clarifying with the Wizards Tarot. So we have witches and wizards tonight. All right, let's get started. Holy Spirit, guardian angels, my ancestors and loved ones that have crossed over, thank you for this gift of divination and thank you for your blessings and your protection tonight. As I attempt to clarify and interpret these messages and advice that you are channeling through me today, please be as clear as possible so that I may interpret your messages correctly, Spirit, and provide accurate guidance to my seekers. Okay, so right away, guys, in your recent past, I have received the Three of Wands in reverse, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, and the Seven of Pentacles. No, the Ten of Pentacles upright, excuse me, and the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Let's see if there's any more that would like to come out. Okay. Okay, and we have the Five of Cups. Very interesting. All right, so Sagittarians. Excuse me. What I'm strongly getting here in the recent past is that although you've been a little bit impatient about waiting for your kind of ships to come in respect to your finances, you are doing quite well. You've kind of have this sense where financially, you know, everybody in your home is taken care of. You're kind of set for the future. You have enough for retirement. You kind of feel like financially stable, right? That's the sense I'm getting in terms of your recent past energy. Now, with the Seven of Pentacles, though, typically when this card is in the upright, it has to do with somebody making long-term investments, planning ahead for the future, waiting patiently to kind of reap what you've sown, so to speak, like waiting for that harvest to come in. But when this card is in reverse as a reader, I kind of get the sense that there's like this impatience about it. And it's almost like this sense of immediate gratification and not being willing to wait, you know, for that long-term thing to kind of pan out. This is kind of like somebody who's grown impatient with waiting and not being able to kind of invest properly for the future, or not being able to make plans in order to establish a sense of stability for the future. Okay. Now, with this Three of Wands, it's funny, I was just saying your ship's coming in. With this Three of Wands here, in reverse, it's like you have been patiently waiting for your ships, but they're not coming in. So it's like maybe in terms of your emotions, because you have your Five of Cups here, you kind of were waiting like to see if something worked out, something that you felt had a lot of potential, but it's like you kind of realized toward the end that you kind of grew impatient with waiting. And because you did that and you weren't being able to kind of plan ahead for the future for maybe you and your person, or in terms of a relationship here, it didn't work out, right? Your ships did not come in, so therefore you never kind of arrived at the place where you kind of saw yourself with this person. Because I am seeing this Five of Cups here. The Five of Cups represents emotions and relationships, your intuition, but mostly an emotion for something that has been lost. Okay, it's a sense of grief or sadness or sorrow. There's definitely a sense of regret here, and it's a very, very heavy card, right? So that's what I'm strongly getting. Like there was definitely some kind of loss or an ending here in terms of a relationship or someone that you care very much about. And as a result, in the recent past, Sagittarians, you did not you were not able to arrive at that place where you kind of envisioned yourself or where you kind of saw yourself with this person. And although financially, you've realized that you're doing very well and you have, this kind of sense of financial stability moving forward in your life, this kind of inability to plan ahead or plan for the long term, maybe in terms of your relationship, kind of caused this to kind of disintegrate here. That's what I'm strongly getting. So let's go into your current energy, guys, and we'll see what's cooking for you right now, okay? So, Spirit, can I have current energy, please, for my Sagittarians? What is going down with Sagittarians right now? Okay, so I'm getting the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups has to do with a long-standing relationship with somebody. It has to do with history, and there's nostalgia there. There are fond memories, too many, Spirit. There are fond memories, looking back. You may have children with this person, doesn't have to be, but whoever your person is, there's definitely a sense of, this wasn't like you guys were dating kind of thing. Like there was definitely a committed sense about this. And there was definitely, some fondness here, a lot of love, like you cared about each other. And currently, that's kind of translating over into this Empress card. Okay. So the Empress is like the Mother Earth card of the deck. It's associated with the sign of Taurus. It doesn't have to be a Taurus, but it's the energy, right? It's like that earth energy of nurturing, of caring for things. It's like a selfless energy, kind of like how we would kind of envision Mother Earth to be, right? She nurtures things, she gives birth to things, she brings things to fruition. She's the one that kind of like establishes that sense of harmony between all living things, keeps everything, calm and comfortable and safe and secure in the home. She kind of makes everything gel together. She establishes that sense of peace, right? So with the Six of Cups energy, there's definitely that nostalgia there for this person. This may also be you, but I'm guessing this is your person, Sagittarians, okay? So let's see what else is going on right now, okay? So I am getting, though, the Justice card in reverse. The Justice card in reverse is major for Libra. So you may feel, though, even though you have this sense of nostalgia with this person, and this person's very loving and very giving, very selfless, taking care of everyone, you still feel like there's this sense of injustice right now in your life. Like you feel like there were wrongs that were not set right, and you possibly may have been feeling like something was definitely not balanced here. Like there's a sense of imbalance or a sense of like a disconnect or a sense of something not being level here. Like you feel like maybe you were wronged in some way, or possibly like something was stolen from you, or possibly you gave more than the other person did, or something like that. You could maybe be thinking of a legal avenue here, maybe separation or divorce with this Justice card in reverse from this person. Oh boy. So the Devil card just came out. The Devil card is associated with the sign of Capricorn. So you might have that in your charts. Maybe your person doesn't have to be. It's just I'm throwing it out there. The Devil card has to do with behavior that's toxic. It has to do with very unhealthy energy in a relationship. Now, this unhealthy energy could really be like OCD energy. It could be compulsions. It could be obsession, possession, super controlling energy. There could be addiction here. So this could be, alcoholism. It could be substance abuse. It could be gambling issues, something that just is not healthy. And it caused definitely something to not gel here. Okay. And we also have the Six of Pentacles, but now we have it in reverse with this card. So with the Six of Pentacles, this is like a very unfair relationship. Okay. This is somebody not contributing equally to this partnership. Somebody who's basically breadcrumbing and giving the other person just enough like to keep them quiet, but there's definitely not a sense of reciprocity here with this Devil energy. Okay. This is somebody who's not able to be reciprocal in this relationship for whatever reason. Excuse me, I had to get a drink of water. Not able to kind of bring their A game or have like a 50-50 setup here. Okay, there's definitely somebody doing more of the taking than they are the giving in this situation, which definitely is why this Justice card is here in reverse. So although you have fond memories for this kind of like mother figure, wife figure, or just this nurturing person, or they could even be a Taurus, there's definitely this imbalance on this side, okay, of somebody who is, you know, not bringing that 50-50 component to this relationship. Definitely, you know, some toxic behaviors going on here, which has caused a situation here, Sagittarians, which is very unfair and unbalanced. Okay, let me clarify these cards. Can I have the Justice card in reverse, please? Can you clarify the Justice card in reverse for my Sagittarians, please? Justice card in reverse, Spirit, thank you. All right, so I'm getting the Eight of Cups. Wow. So somebody here, now this is your current energy. Somebody here is thinking about walking away from this relationship, or definitely, at least right now, is pulling back their energy emotionally. They're pulling their emotion away from this energy, and they're thinking about leaving. They're thinking about leaving the past behind and kind of going off on a new adventure. Okay? It's kind of like they feel like there's nothing left here, and they feel like it's time to kind of leave the past in the past and just move forward. Now, this could be because of that sense of injustice that is currently here, or you just feel like, you know, this relationship is no longer serving you. Let's get this clarification for the Devil energy here. Why is this card showing up, please, for Sagittarians? Now, this also could be, which I'll get to in a second, this also could be because of the recent past energy, Sagittarians, that you had here, of possibly you not being able to plan ahead or invest or make the other person feel financially stable or secure in some way for the future. That's why there was some kind of loss here, or some kind of sadness or regret about something that ended, or somebody who walked away, which ultimately, again, resulted in your ships not coming in terms of like the potential that you saw here with this person. So even though you have, like, you know, financially some sense of stability here and this sense of, you know, having enough money, you know, to be financially secure, something went on here. That's what I'm strongly getting. And again, just because you have like nostalgia with this person, there's definitely like this sense of an inequality here, injustice here, with somebody wanting to possibly leave or walk away. So I was just clarifying the Devil card, and I have the Fool card, and I have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So what I'm strongly getting here, Sagittarians, the Fool is major for Aries. It doesn't have to be. This is you possibly thinking to yourself, you know what? I'm not going to overthink this. I'm ready to just take a leap of faith and see what happens. I'm ready to choose a new path for myself. I'm ready to kind of just go off on a new adventure. I'm going to go throw caution to the wind. I'm not going to overthink this. I'm just going to, you know, go light. I'm going to just, you know, see what happens here. Just going to kind of wing it. You also have the Wheel of Fortune card here, right? In reverse. So there's some kind of cycle or life lesson here where there is not a sense of closure. There's not a sense of finality, and there's definitely not a sense of completion with whatever it was that happened in the recent past. Okay. There's no sense of closure here. I'm strongly getting that this cycle is not over, between you and possibly this person. All right. And there's definitely some kind of karmic soul tie, because even though the Devil, you know, represents like toxicity. Sometimes in life, we are placed with people that come into that kind of cross our paths in order for us to master some kind of life lesson, and when we can change our patterns of behavior so that we are no longer repeating the same types of behavior or seeking out the same types of people to date or seeking out the same types of situations, which ultimately lead to failure or making us feel not satisfied or feeling upset or feeling trapped or whatever it is. When we stop repeating those cycles of behavior and expecting a different outcome, and we actually change our own perspective or change our own reactions or not even get involved with these situations to start with, that's when cycle life lessons can close out. Karma is kind of, closed out. It's like restored, and everything has taken place the way it should have. And once you master those life lessons, that's when you're able to kind of move forward as a person and reach those levels of, higher emotional states, like a higher sense of emotional, gratification. So what I'm strongly getting here, like I said, with this Wheel of Fortune card in reverse, is like, there's definitely a sense of, the cycle not closing out, but there's still like this evidence here of like a bad turn of events here. Okay. Something definitely is kind of preventing you from being successful. So with this Justice card in reverse, it's like whether this card is like, just bad luck, or you just feel like things stink right now, you just kind of get the sense that things are not good. That may be causing you to feel that energy of wanting to leave or wanting to walk away with this Eight of Cups energy. Okay. So let's move forward into your near future energy. All right. With this Wheel of Fortune card, life is never stagnant. It's always moving. Cycles are changing. We have ups and downs in life. We go through periods where things are great, and then we go through these periods where things are terrible, and it just seems like everything is just awful. And then something will happen and something changes, whether we're aware of it or not. And then the cycle starts all over again, and then we're on an upswing. All right. So in your near future energy, Sagittarians, I have the Seven of Swords in reverse. I have the Chariot card, major for Cancer. I have the Knight of Wands in reverse, and I have the Hermit in reverse. So what I'm strongly getting here, Sagittarians, is that either you or your person has behaved in a way that maybe has been a little shady. Okay? Or you're continuing to behave in a way that's a little shady, because this is your near future energy. But whether that's being, if there's a sense of betrayal or deceit or lying, cheating, somebody was strategizing to get away with something here. Something that was, it's like shady, sneaky behavior. But what I'm strongly seeing here, with it being in reverse, is that somebody wants to have a conversation, or somebody wants to have open communication, open dialogue in order to clear the air here in this situation. Somebody kind of like wants to wipe the slate clean and kind of either start over, or kind of like just do it just to clear the air, or just to get this energy off their chest, right? Now, I do have the Chariot card here, which indicates you wanting to move forward, toward your goals. You wanting to be successful. You wanting to kind of cross those benchmarks that you set for yourself in order to arrive at a place where you ultimately see yourself, like your highest goals, right? But I am seeing the Knight of Wands here. Now, Knights are very inconsistent. Their energy comes and goes, right? Now, with Wands, this is fire energy, so this could be you, Sagittarius, right? Leo, Sagittarius. Because it's a Knight, this energy or this motivation is very inconsistent. This is possibly somebody who maybe feels like they know what they want to go after. They're passionate about something, but for some reason, they don't feel motivated right now to pursue those things. They don't feel like they have the drive or the passion to go after what it is that they want. okay, for whatever reason, whether it's you feeling like you have low self-esteem, or you're just feeling maybe a little melancholy right now, or you just don't feel like now is the appropriate time to kind of go after what you want. It's kind of like you want to go, but then you don't want to go. You want to pursue this, but then you don't. You want to, like, have these opportunities, but then you're like, I'm not interested. So it's kind of like this back and forth energy that I'm getting here in the near future. You also have the Hermit card here in reverse, which is major for Virgo. The Hermit card in reverse really talks about somebody doing a lot of isolation, a lot of being alone, a lot of, self-reflection, introspection, you trying to problem solve, kind of go within. You're not really sharing your emotions with others. You're trying to just go it alone and get through this. You're kind of trying to really analyze a certain situation here moving forward to try to figure out exactly maybe what went wrong and what your part in this was and how things could have been done differently. But it has to do with really a lot of inner work, like self work, right? Working on yourself. Now, it also has to do with you trying to kind of shine light in the darkness. Maybe you missed something, or you feel like there's something that's kind of nagging at you that you haven't been able to figure out yet, and you want to kind of take the time to do that. Now, you need to be careful, Sagittarians, because when this card is in reverse, it kind of also speaks to like isolating to the point of really actually becoming like a hermit, like where you're not socializing, you're not going out with friends, you're not enjoying life because you're so kind of withdrawn and like isolated right now. So be very careful of that, okay? Let's clarify this Chariot card. What's this about for Sagittarians? Now, typically as Sagittarians, you tend to be a very lucky sign. Things usually work out for you guys. You tend to be very motivated, very driven. But what I'm strongly getting from this energy here with this reading is something really set you back and really, really upset you, because there's definitely, this injustice card, this justice card in reverse, right smack in the middle of your reading, is really speaking to me right now. Like, you definitely feel that in your life, or even currently, there's just something that is not set right in your mind. Like, something is just not balanced. There's definitely, like this sense of injustice that you feel has been done to you on some level. Okay. And like I said, it's possible that you may be seeking out legal counsel. Possibly there might be a separation or a divorce with this Eight of Cups, walking away from this. But at the same time, with this Wheel of Fortune, you feel like you've come upon this bad stroke of luck, and you don't feel like this cycle is completed. Like, you might feel like you're still in the mix of things here with this wheel spinning in the wrong direction. So let's see what's going on here, okay? All right, so we have the Hangman in reverse, which is major for Pisces. All right. You also have the Queen of Swords here, air energy, and then you have the Sun, which is major for Leo, in reverse. So what I'm strongly getting here in terms of this Chariot card and moving forward towards your goals is that right now, with this Queen of Swords, this is a mature feminine energy, but take it how it resonates. There's no gender in tarot. It's just about the energy. This person wants clarity. This person wants truth. They want to know what the plan is. They want to know what your goals are, what you plan on doing, how you're going to reach them. No BS, right? This person does not tolerate nonsense. Okay. This is somebody who thinks very logically, uses facts and intellect and her knowledge to make choices. Okay. This is not somebody who like brings their emotion into it and gets all sappy and weepy about things. This is somebody who wants you to come in correctly or don't even bother. Okay. No nonsense. Now, the reason that this person feels this way is because they've been very unhappy. They've been very dissatisfied. They feel like there's no sunlight in their life. They feel like, very unhappy. And this could also be you. You may be feeling very unhappy, even currently and moving forward in the future. You feel like there's no reason to feel joy anymore, or you don't feel joy in your heart. You have the Hangman here in reverse, right? So the Hangman in reverse really speaks to you not being able to really embrace another person's perspective, or you not really seeing things from the other person's eyes, or you possibly being so headstrong or so kind of stubborn in your own thinking that you're not able to see things differently. And the reason that you may be kind of, in this energy of not being able to move forward or not being able to feel motivated to do anything about your situation is because you have this kind of like this inability to kind of see things differently, right? You're not wrapping your head around what the possibilities are because you have like tunnel vision right now with this hangman. Okay. Let's pull another one for that hangman. Thank you. I'm also getting the 8 of Wands. So it's possible in the near future that you're going to wait for some kind of communication, or you're waiting for some kind of conversation to happen, or an email or a letter to come in the mail. But I'm getting the sense that there's going to be a lot of miscommunication here, or that this communication that you're waiting for may be stalled. There may be like this lull or lack of communication here that needs to happen. And because of that stall or that miscommunication, or the fact that you're waiting for some kind of information to come to you that isn't coming, you're becoming very, very impatient also with this hangman in reverse. Like, normally this card represents, kind of being in limbo and not making progress or whatever. But once it flips upside down, it's kind of like, you wanting to move forward and you're becoming very antsy, but at the same time, you're not seeing things differently. It's like you just keep repeating the same patterns over and over, which was just like what I was saying about this Wheel of Fortune. It's like right now the Wheel of Fortune is coming up in reverse, which indicates like a yucky cycle, right? Like in your life right now. But at the same time, it's like you're not going about things differently in order to change the cycle to move forward. So it's like if you're going to be stuck and you're not going to, do anything in order to move forward towards your goals and see things differently and change your patterns of behavior, then you wind up being in this energy with this Knight of Wands where you feel stuck and you feel like you have like a lack of motivation. You want to move towards things and you have these ideas in your head, but you're just like, you just don't know what to do. You don't know where to go. You don't know how to approach it or what to do to get there. Let's just get, thank you. Oh, yeah. So I was just going to clarify the Hermit. The 9 of Swords came out. In the near future, you have a lot of anxiety about this. You're worried. You kind of can't get this stuff out of your head, whatever it is that you're thinking about. You may have insomnia or sleepless nights. Like, the swords have to do with logic. They have to do with facts. They have to do with information, communication, conversations. And like you just can't get this information out of your head. It's like it's stuck there. And it's like this repetitive cycle of thinking, these repetitive thoughts, perseverative thoughts. Like you just having such a hard time letting go of this energy in order to be productive here. That's what I'm strongly getting. So let's get some advice for Sagittarius. Let's get some advice. Can I have advice for my Sagittarians, please? Okay. I'm getting the 4 of Wands here. Let me see if I can move these down so you can see. All right. So for your advice, I'm getting the 4 of Wands here. The 4 of Wands has to do with arriving at a place where you're able to rejoice. And it has to do with a happy, harmonious feeling in the home. Now, the thing is here, though, with this Ace of Swords coming out, Spirit is letting me know that you've been like waiting for a sign, or you've been waiting for some kind of signal or some kind of thing or an epiphany or a revelation to happen in order for you to be able to make a decision moving forward. And because you haven't received that clarification or that clarity that you've been wanting, you've kind of just been hanging around. You've kind of just been like not doing anything, right? And in order for you to have that sense of happiness and joy and a reason to kind of rejoice and celebrate, you're wanting that knowledge or those facts or that truth to come out, and you have not received that. And for some reason, I feel like this may have been in your other reading as well. Some kind of clarification that you were waiting for. And because you're not receiving that, you're kind of like, like in like a holding pattern is what I'm getting. Wow, we have the Hangman in reverse again, major for Pisces again. You have this Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and you have this Two of Swords. What was I just saying? You may be trying to make a logical decision here, but at the same time, I'm still getting the sense that you are not changing your perspective here. You're not seeing things from the other person's perspective, and you're being very rigid in your thinking. That's what I'm strongly getting, Sagittarians, because you have this Ace of Pentacles here, connected to the Hangman. I'm strongly getting like you could have this new opportunity with this person, which would lead you to a sense of happiness, a sense of joy, a reason to celebrate, a reason to feel joy, in your heart. But because it's like you're making that decision on some kind of sign or some kind of aha moment or some kind of epiphany that you're just not getting, it's like you're just not doing anything. Like you have like this missed opportunity. The missed opportunity could possibly be with this Pisces, because you have the Pisces card coming out twice, or you may have Pisces in your own chart also. But it's telling you, Spirit is telling you that in order for you to have an opportunity or not miss an opportunity, instead of waiting for this clarification or this information to come in from elsewhere, from another source, it's telling you to make a decision. It's telling you to kind of, let me move these down so you can see these. It's telling you to be the one to make a decision. And it's telling you to be very logical about this decision. Okay? It's telling you to kind of, weigh your options and decide logically what it is that, you want to do here. Okay? Because your decision will ultimately affect your happiness here with this Four of Swords. This Four of Wands. Let's just clarify this Hangman, because it came up twice. So I want to see what this is. Why is the Hangman here? A lot of times when you have cards that come up twice in your reading, it's kind of telling you to really pay attention to the energy of that card. All right, you have the Ten of Cups. Yeah. So this is like your ultimate emotional happiness card, right? So what was I just saying? It's telling you to make a choice. Make a choice that ultimately is going to give you this Four of Wands energy and this Ten of Cups energy, right? Where there's emotional fulfillment. It's like a happy ending card, right? It's like everybody's, kind of happy. You feel emotionally abundant, emotionally satisfied. Everybody feels a sense of harmony and balance and, happiness. It's kind of like overflowing here, right? In this picture. I like this depiction in this deck. This is the Wizard's Tarot. All right, so let's just get one more. What is the overall probable outcome here, please, for Sagittarians? What is the overall energy here, please? Spirit, what's the overall energy? What's the probable outcome here? Whoops. Okay, I've got a few. All right, I got the King of Pentacles in reverse, and I also got the Six of Pentacles. Wow. So remember, you had the Six of Pentacles in reverse here with the double card. So I was mentioning that somebody really was not contributing equally in terms of being a partner in this relationship. So what I'm strongly showing here is that with this King of Pentacles in reverse, this mature masculine energy may feel like the reason they don't want to contribute to this thing is because they feel like they'll lose money. Okay? They feel like in order to be an equal partner and in order to contribute to this equally and in order to be fair and just and kind of be able to demonstrate reciprocity, true reciprocity in a relationship, it's going to cost them money. So it's possible with this Justice card here and this Eight of Cups, which may involve a separation or some kind of divorce here, that this person is heavily thinking about how to be fair and how to be equitable in this separation and this legal matter, where there's definitely going to be a loss of this person's finances because they're going to have to dole out money, obviously, with a separation or a divorce. If that happens, that's, weighing heavily on you. But at the same time, you have this Two of Swords energy. So it's like, are you going to proceed with, being separated and making sure that everything is fair for this other person, in which case, you may lose some of your finances here and that worries you? Or are you going to kind of go through with it and, establish that sense of harmony and that sense of emotional satisfaction with this Ten of Cups energy? Because the Ten of Cups is Pisces energy as well. You have a lot of Pisces indications here. You also have, the Virgo here with the Hermit. You have the Empress here, which is that wife and mother card. So there's like a lot of stuff going on here. Honestly, there's a lot of like indecision. I feel like a lot of like back and forth energy, like unable to kind of choose. But there's definitely, to me, Sagittarians, a deep sense of dissatisfaction for whatever reason. Like financially, you're stable, but there's a sense of dissatisfaction here still. And you feel like there's a sense of injustice that was, which I don't think it's from the other person. I think it's just how you feel. That's what I'm strongly getting, because it's right in the center here. Okay, so Sagittarians, I hope that this reading has helped you in some way. If so, please like, comment, share the video, and subscribe to my channel. Every like and every subscription helps my family so much, and I appreciate your support. I hope to see you at your next reading. Please always remember to keep gratitude in your heart no matter what, okay? Thank you so much, and God bless.